Today I'm going to tell you about the thyroid tumors. Thyroid tumors are basically classified into adenomas and the carcinomas. The adenomas are the benign tumors and the carcinomas are the malignant tumors of thyroid. The adenomas are basically composed of the follicular epithelium, so it's known as the follicular adenomas. The follicular adenomas or the thyroid adenomas is further classified into functional adenomas and the non-functional adenomas. What is the difference between the functional adenomas and non-functional adenomas? When there is a hormonal production from the adenomas, it's called functional adenomas. The example of the functional adenoma is known as toxic adenomas. But the hormonal production will be independent of CTSH stimulation. And if I talk about the non-functional adenomas, there will be low hormonal production. The example of the non-functional thyroid adenomas is thyrotoxicosis. Now I am going to discuss the genetic mutations present in the functional adenomas and the non-functional adenomas. In the functional adenomas, there will be a somatic mutation in the TSH receptor signaling pathway, which involves the gain of function mutation in the TSH receptor and the alpha subunit of the G stimulatory or the GNAS, which encodes the G protein. What will be the result of these hormonal production? These mutations, there will be overproduction of T3 and T4 in the absence of the stimulus TSH. What can we see on the imaging technique? The hot nodule will be present in the functional adenomas. These mutations are also found in the multinodular goiter. And what can be the mutations in the non-functional adenomas? There will be a RAS mutations or P1K3CA, which encodes a P13 kinase. There is also the fusion between the PAX8 gene and the PPARG gene. What can be the morphology present in the thyroid adenomas? First of all, grossly, I am going to tell you about the appearance of thyroid adenomas, the size, color and other changes. In appearance wise, the toxic adenomas consist of the solitary nodules, means a single nodule, and the multinodular goiter involves the multiple nodule. But these nodules will be spherical or the encapsulated. Size wise, if it's small, it will be 3 cm of about 3 cm. If it's large, it will be larger than 10 cm. Color wise, it's gray, white to red brown, depend upon the cellularity and the colloid content. Other changes will be areas of hemorrhages will be present in the adenomas, the fibrosis, the calcification and the cystic changes. What can be seen microscopically? Microscopically, we will see the uniformly arranged follicle contain the colloid. For example, this is the normal follicle in which the cells are uniformly arranged, the simple cuboidal epithelium, and the center it contains the colloid. But similar as the normal thyroid parenchyma. But what could be the difference between the normal thyroid parenchyma and thyroid adenoma? There will be a variation in the size, shape, and the nuclear morphology. And mitotic figures are rare. Why mitotic figures are rare? Because mitotic figures are present in the malignant neoplasm. But adenomas are the benign tumors. There will be a oxyphil and the Hürthle cell changes. What is meant by the oxyphil and Hürthle cell changes? When the neoplastic cells acquire the brightly eosinophilic granular cytoplasm, this is known as oxyphil or the Hürthle cell changes. What will be the clinical features of the functional adenomas and the non-functional adenomas? Unilateral painless masses will be present. If it's large enough, it will cause the difficulty in the swallowing. If we do the imaging technique, there will be a hot nodule present in the functional adenomas and there will be cold nodule present in the non-functional adenoma. What is meant by the hot nodule and the cold nodule? Hot nodule means if it's take the large amount of radioactive iodine than the normal parenchyma, it's known as the Hot nodule, if it's take the normal or the low amount of radioactive iodine similar as the normal parenchyma, this is known as the cold nodule. What labs can we do? Ultrasonography, fine needle aspiration cytology, radionuclide scanning. What can be the treatment of the follicular adenomas? Simple surgical resection. And what about the prognosis? It has got the excellent prognosis.